With the new year just around the corner, it's time to take a look at the health and fitness trends that will be shaping 2026. And joining us now to discuss it is certified personal trainer and nutrition coach with Lifetime, Lindsay Ogden. Good morning, Lindsay. How are you?
Good morning, Elliott. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Obviously, most of us need to think about our wellness and health all the year round. But I mean, heading to New Year after the overindulgence of Christmas and New Year, we need to hear from you. So looking ahead to next year, what are the biggest trends that you're seeing in how people approach their health?
Yeah, one of the trends going into the new year has been here, but it's here to stay, and that's going to be strength training. I think when people get into strength training, maybe they focus more on the aesthetics or how they look. We're really seeing a mindset shift to how does it make me feel? How's my energy levels with that? And then looking at longevity, increasing that bone density and that lean muscle. Another thing we're seeing is extremes are kind of out. So extreme workouts, extreme diets. People are really focusing on sustainable approaches. We're kind of focusing on consistency over intensity. And then the last trend we're seeing is once people do have these sustainable, consistent routines down, how do we start to optimize? So you've probably seen more things around creatine coming out. Creatine is going to be helpful when it comes to pulling energy into that muscle cell, helping us perform and recover better.
Yeah, another thing people are leaning towards is technology. So how are people incorporating that and advanced data into their fitness routines?
Yeah, with my clients, one of the things I've noticed with wearable technology is simply the awareness piece. So previously, maybe we didn't have a good way to see how is my sleep routine, what's my recovery look like. Now that's more in our forefront. We're able to do something with that information and make it more personalized. So at Lifetime, we do something called metabolic testing. This is a way to see how is our body fueling movement and workouts with utilizing the fat and the carbs that our body has. And then even a layer from that is VO2 max testing, tying back to that longevity piece. Also, a lot of data coming out that shows VO2 improvement there is decreasing our risk of disease.
Now, for everyone else who wasn't privy to this, prior to this interview, you were working out, you were doing some limbering up, some stretching. So even when you are doing an interview on TV, you're still thinking about working out. So for anyone else out there tight on time, are there any simple, low-cost workouts that can still be effective?
Yes, to that point, Elliott, I always encourage people to look at what are you already doing throughout your day and how can you add a level of intensity to it. So you've probably seen a lot come out with weighted vest. When we think about walking or doing chores around the house, adding that load to your body is going to increase the demand. So you're going to get a little bit more out of that time. Another thing is we know strength training is important. I already hit on that. Cardio is also important. So hybrid training is combining the two. And that is another thing that is definitely on the rise.
Yeah, one of our producers actually got, Marie, she actually got one of those weighted vests for the holidays, so she's really excited to use that. It's definitely a way for people to go, but you can't do working out without that nutritional side of things. So what should people be thinking about as they look to support their fitness goals?
Yeah, when it comes to nutrition, I hit on extremes are kind of out, right? So let's look at sustainable approaches. We are looking at what is nutrient dense. And what I mean by that is most of your meals, most of your plates should have a lot of color. That's hitting fruits and vegetables, checking that fiber box for us, and then ample protein. I have yet to meet a new client that is having enough protein. So we're trying to get it from real food when we can. But the reality is we are busy, we're on the go. So having quick and convenient options like a protein powder is going to be a great add to a nutrition plan. Now, when it comes to supplements, there's lots of options out there. I just really encourage people to look at, is this a high quality? And what I mean by that is it third-party tested. A company has come in, tested the product, it has in it what it says it has in it. So at Lifetime, all of ours are third-party tested, but looking at something like it's an NSF stamp on the package will be helpful when you're looking at supplements.
Lindsay, really quickly, because we have to go, for someone who might be hitting the gym for the very first time, deciding to make a big life change for 26, what should they bear in mind as they take those small baby steps into a healthier attitude?
You hit on it, small baby steps. We get too caught up in that end result. Focus on the first 1 to 2 things you need to do. Something as simple as, I got to put my workout clothes on. I got to put my gym shoes on. I got to just get to the building, right? So focus on those and build the momentum from there.
Lindsay, thank you so much for your time this morning. We really appreciate it. I'm going to go and do a workout now.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thanks so much. To get your health and wellness set for 2026, just head to lifetime.life.